All right, so I just recorded Paradise by John Prine for John Prine because it's a work of genius. And I'm gonna play a song that I wrote, but that I would have to sort of give half the writing credits to John Prine. I'd say this is the kind of song you can't write if John Prine didn't write a ton of them before you ever got to your pen and your guitar. A song called Get Well Joe, and John Prine always, to me, he always has this sort of like bewildered, sort of sacred bewilderedness or something about the world. Like he just sees the world in this sort of befuddled, but sort of like calm and wise stance. And that's an interesting voice to add to the palette of voices in humanity. And I don't know if I captured quite that, but maybe I tried. And it also has the benefit of being a true song. This is about my imagination of what this guy that I sort of knew back in high school, who was a sort of a troublemaker. He burnt down a bridge that I knew of in my backyard and over a creek. And anyways, his name wasn't Joe, but I'm a poetic license and all that. So this never did happen. I never did see Joe at a strip show, but this is my imagination of what would have happened to Joe, as a 35-year-old, and I imagined it when I was a 18-year-old or whatever. So this one goes out to John Prine again, and thanks for writing songs that inspired me to write songs. Saw you at a strip show, beer in hand, watching the lady take off her clothes. You weren't even there, even though you stared, leaning back in your chair. Oh, get well, Joe. Oh, get well, Joe. Driving home, drunker than tits, bouncing down the road. Sitting down in front of the tube, the world is a lonely man. Oh, get well, Joe. Oh, get well, Joe. Get well, Joe. Oh, get well, Joe. Well, back in school, you were a scrappy fuck, picking fights after school. Smell of leather and cigarettes, that's what we all remember best. Oh, get well, Joe. Oh, get well, Joe. Well, now your beard is long, and now your days are long, and now your woman, she's gone. Sitting down in front of the tube, the world is a lonely man. Oh, get well, Joe. Oh, get well, Joe. Oh, get well, Joe. Get well, Mr. Prine.